Good day, and today is a shitty day for me, but a good day for you guys. Why? Because I am so inspired to actually record a new little General Lotz plays as I save up my small amounts of money and get a new graphics card so I can continue reviewing games. And I've got a giant-ass list of games that I intend to review probably, I don't know, few months from now, I suppose. And those games are going to be mainly modern games. I'm going to be moving away from retro games for a while and just reviewing the ones that are, well, fairly recent. And, well, the games, of course, are going to review Alien Isolation, because that's a damn good game, and if I haven't been able to play it for months, people just want me to talk about that. I am also going to review Mad Max as soon as I can, because god damn do I want to play that game. But sadly, here we are on 9/9/2015, a terrible day by all. And, well, I feel I was going to do something about it. Hey, research tab, I didn't want to look at you right now. Fucking talking. Fucking wait. Figured I might as well do more than just sit here and be depressed, and instead just give you guys some new content. Now, this game, of course, is not Airland Battle, like I keep wanting to call it. I don't remember what Airland Battle even is. I just know I played it and liked it at some point. This is actually War Thunder. Watched a live stream of this game by an extremely popular YouTuber known as Cynical Brit. I keep wanting to call him Cynical Biscuit, but he's Total Biscuit, aka Cynical Brit. I never really watched his stuff before, but I saw the live stream for this game, and I was like, okay, it looks pretty good. I was aware of World of Tanks before this game, but never played it because I'm not an MMO kind of guy. But this game's actually pretty fun. A lot of fun, actually. This is War Thunder. It has a wide variety of different modes. You can fight in the air, you can fight on the ground, which I like the most. Because as much as I used to love flight sims, I don't have a flight stick, and I kind of suck at flying these days. But the tanks, I'm actually pretty good at. I've been playing it for a couple hours, and this error where this thing keeps popping up, I'm not really sure why. I've been playing for like 10 hours so far. I haven't really progressed that highly, or maybe I have. I don't really know how all that works. There's still parts of this game I don't really understand, so I'm probably going to make a shitload of mistakes, but oh well. But it is an MMO. As you can see, it's got its little currency. The gold eagles are the premium currency. You get some when you first start, and I squandered them all because I was an idiot. You also use silver lions to buy certain things as well. I've progressed to Tier 2. I've got 2 Tier 2 tanks, 2 T-34s, and I've still got my 2 Tier 1 tanks, or 3 Tier 1 tanks, I should say. The T-50 and the BT-7, they're not that bad. I find that even playing in Tier 2 games, my T-50 with certain types of ammo can actually take out the enemy pretty well. There's different types of ammo as well. You'll have to, of course, look at the different tutorials. I couldn't possibly explain this game myself just because it's that complex. It's really not it's not an easy game to master, but it's really easy to get in and just blow shit up. You can play realistic games where you have no actual UI assists. You can play simulator games, which is more or less the same as that. But I just like the arcade. I was never a huge simulator fan, even though I liked simulators. What I mean by that is, I would play a lot of flight sims, but I would always give myself unlimited fuel and ammo, because my idea was just, I want to shoot down the aeroplanes. As in, I want to have fun. When it comes to simulators, more or less I'm pretty bad about wanting to have fun. As in, I don't want to be super serious. I don't want to spend about 20 hours just taking the plane off. I just want to get in the fucking sky and shoot shit. Now that might mean I'm kind of childish, I suppose, but you know what? If I'm having fun, I'm having fun. The big thing about games, even if it's not a game, it still needs to have some element, at least to me, a little bit of fun. Now, I'm of course running this on all low. Before you think I'm some sort of super War Thunder player, I'm not. I only found out later that when you play it on ultra low, there's no vegetation, and thus makes the game easier to play. I did that just because my shitty graphics card. Well, no. it's not a shitty graphics card, it's a emergency graphics card. Now, I'm probably going to fuck up a lot in this game, so don't hold it against me when I die a lot. Now, I'm not stupid enough to drive all the way out there and get promptly slaughtered, so I'm going to let you go out there, T-50. Go head on, son. Alright, let's see. We're going to try to go take C. A lot of people don't like to bother taking these things, they mainly just attack. Now, you never really want to drive across country like this, but I think we're doing okay. We're not going to get blown to pieces. Generally, like in any sort of thing, you want to try to have some cover, because depending on what tanks you fight, you will get blown to pieces quite easily. But yeah, I have not yet seen Mad Max Fury Road, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Specifically, the concept that Mad Max Fury Road... my brain stopped working. It was actually directed by the original Mad Max director. Now, I was actually a pretty big fan of Mad Max back in the day, before it was cool. It's one of those movies that would come on then amazing cable TV. Really liked the first one. The second one wasn't that bad, but it wasn't really my favorite. And I never saw the third one. What I think sucks is everyone's going to say, oh, Mad Max Fury Road is the best Mad Max ever. Basically meaning that that's the only one they ever saw. So they're going to just judge it on those merits more than anything else. Tom Hardy as Mad Max. We'll have to see how he does. I did like Tom Hardy in Dark Knight Rises. He made for a very good Bane, actually. Even though people would later mock his vocal abilities. Not really sure why. He sounded pretty cool. But then again, well, people are people. And they always like to complain. My God, I have had to, since I've had much less to do these days, during my private moments, I have been reading way too much shit on the internet, and I found something that was relatively interesting. People just constantly either A, complain on the internet, or B, get into random petty arguments. It'd be hilarious if it wasn't so sad. Because my God. Especially when it comes to guns. As a gun enthusiast, I, of course, have been reading more articles on guns. My God, people just don't get it. People are like, oh, I got a $3,000 AK. Do you really need a $3,000 AK? I paid $140 for my SKS, and that worked quite well. Or people will be... You'll never, it's one thing I've noticed, like, if ever you want reviews, some people are like, oh yes, this product is great. I've never used it. Like, then why are you talking about it? You don't know. You know exactly as much as I do. And I'm probably going to bust a track. No, I'm not, because you shouldn't really do that, but I did anyway. Okay, so I captured a zone. We're trying to get to where we can attack something, but we're not really finding a good way to do it. But it's like, why review something that you don't know? It's like if I was reviewing War Thunder. Oh, War Thunder sucks. I mean, like, it's hard, and like, it's one of those free-to-play games, so obviously you have to pay like $1,000 per tank. I haven't played it myself, but I assume that's how it is. Like, my God, man. They're like, you know, there are some games that I've reviewed that I've given really bad shit. I got sniped from the rear by where? Oh, across the map, okay. They'll do that. They'll do that. The engine is slightly damaged. God, I'm not even moving now. No, I'm moving about... I can't even... Okay. We're probably going to die. If I were to try to... I've killed a Sherman with one of those T-50s once. I always want to mention that because I was so surprised I was able to get away with that. If it turns green, you're live... Okay, let's just hit him. Yeah, I'm just getting slaughtered by everybody now. If your engine gets hit, I hate it when the engine gets hit because there's no way. Well, there's different ways to fix it, I guess, but I'm not. But hell if I know how. Let's try to hit at least somebody before we lose this tank. Okay, there's that. I'm getting a green. Green means you'll penetrate. Boom. Didn't penetrate that one. It didn't go in. It just impacted on the surface. Okay, come on. Perfect! Get him! Okay, he's behind a tree or something. Yeah, the gunner's unconscious. Okay, could this is a very bad... Hey, wait, I can move! I can move! I can move forward very slowly. Oh, wait, let's see. Is that... Can I get that guy? Can I get that guy? Probably not. You're probably so dead. No, he doesn't see us. Critical hit. Got a crit. Goddamn loader. You can increase crew abilities. I have, but it doesn't seem to do that much. Okay, there's a guy there. There. Come on. I can only go. What, can I even go forward? Yeah. Okay. We're going forward very slowly.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
We're getting about a mile an hour, or 1 kilometer an hour, if we want to be fancy about it. Is the turret motor down? No, but I can't. I can't depress any further. Ain't that the truth? But seriously though. Shall we just drive forward a little bit? Okay, that guy's like going really fast, but we're in a bad way. Okay, come on. Can we move? Can we move, please? F can repair, but I'm in the worst possible position. I'm safe enough from everybody, but I can't depress far enough. Somebody attack in this area. Yeah, I'll try to shoot the plane down. I would just shoot, like, because look at that. That's the one problem with Soviet tanks, I guess. You can't really depress. If we get hit once, we'll probably die. Okay. Are we sure we can't move? Not moving at all? Nobody wants to come over here and attack? Nobody? 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 If this were another tank of mine, I'd be able to, you know, fuck it, let's get in a plane. Because that's going to end well. There's a Panzer III coming after me. Enemy kill assist. Oh, I didn't do anything. Well, I'll show you the plane. It's easy enough to control with mouse and keyboard. It's very responsive. Ah, we're in a P-39 Era Cobra. Okay, let's try to actually strafe that bastard right there. Oh, we hit him. We're hitting him. And I crashed into the trees. Brilliant. Well, I guess that just goes to show you that you probably don't want to fly with me, because you probably won't make it. There you go, teamwork. That guy crashed. Okay, there's a Panzer III coming out. He's too low. Go forward. And nobody can kill me. Fuck it, just start firing. Maybe somebody will think I'm a threat and we can get into a different tank. That's a joke. Let's use the shitty shells. Well, they're not shitty shells. They're just not all that useful. I'll shoot at that guy up there. Why not? Because that's a good idea. So, on the subject of T-34 tanks and things of that nature, I recently read an fairly interesting book until I actually gave it some thought. It was actually kind of shitty. It's called Bombs Away. It's where what if the Cold War went hot in the 50s. Basically, they're just chucking nukes like it's fucking candy, and I just don't see that happening. I get the idea of some idiot pressing the button and nuking the world during, like, the height of the Cold War, but in the 50s, I'm just not seeing that. Once again, you would eventually be able to get some good air defenses to where you can shoot down one goddamn bomber with one goddamn nuke. And just the idea of deliberately nuking cities with a bomber just still seems kind of ridiculous. Once again, we're talking like the 50s, not the 70s, not the 60s, certainly not the 80s. So we want to give me a tow? Yeah, and you can get towed, but I doubt anybody will actually do it. So I didn't bother until now. But it was a decent enough book. And also, Harry Turtlove, who wrote it, who should be a decent historian, he basically just has the American military using B-29 bombers, when by the 1950s they were using like B-36s and shit. And then the B-52 bomber was going to come out pretty quick too around that time. If they were chucking nukes like they are, they'd be using all sorts of new technologies. I just think, that's the thing, it's just like, I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to get like a 50s era nuclear apocalypse, but it ain't gonna work that way. Also, one of the shit books that he wrote apparently recently was called Joe Steele, where somehow we get a Stalinist government in the U.S. and there's no, you know, revolution or anything like that. In the 50s, I think not. I don't even think now. But maybe that's just me.
Enemy is winning. We're on counterattack.
Anybody want to give me a tow? T60, you want to just pull me a little bit further? This wasn't a very good first game. We're not off to a good start. I know I could leave the tank, but I forget the key for that. I don't even know what I just did. Attack point A. Surely you all will listen to me. Well, that guy died. Hopefully the next game we'll do a little bit better. Panzer II DAC. Can we attack that Stug out there? Or Stug, if we want to be fancy about it. I doubt it highly. And he's already dead or gone. Not off to a good well, not only did I not get a single kill, we lost. Badly. And now I finally get attacked just as soon as the goddamn game's over. Mission failed. 11. I'm pretty bad at multiplayer games in general. Hey, but at least something finished. That should be decent enough. Do we want new tracks, parts? Turret drive. Let's get the turret drive. I'm pretty sure everybody's like, no! And I know how. I'm not making fun of anybody who's going to do that for this. Because, like, Yahtzee and, I forget the other guy's name. Yahtzee and the other guy. Yahtzee Croshaw, that is, I should say. The famed internet personality. He is actually doing a Let's Play of Dark Souls 2, and he's sucking at it so much, it's not even funny. Every time I see it, I just want to shout at the screen. But I guess anytime you see somebody play a game that you know how to play, it's like, do it like this! Do it like this! Especially a multiplayer game like this. Although, you know, one of the things I don't like about multiplayer games one thing I don't like about MMOs or anything like this, to me this is just, I want to go out and shoot a tank. Some people, this turns into like their life almost. And it's not a concept of get a life, it's just a concept of, it's just not my thing to do that. It's like, oh yes, this tank has X amount of hit abilities, and oh yes, this tank can do this or do that. Like, okay, it's a T-34, I can shoot fast, and it moves. Okay. It's just, I get that there's different strategies for playing this game. Any game of this kind of complexity is always going to have strategies, but for me, it just kind of takes a lot of fun out of it. Because, you know what's annoying when it comes to life is that anytime you get good at anything, all the fun seems to get sucked out of it, you know? It's like, if you don't do it just right, you'll die or you'll fail or something. So you gotta like have an 98-page ledger of just how to make the thing go. Maybe I just don't have the patience enough. But you know what? I don't care. But then again, people will be like, that's why you're not good at it. You know what? I killed a fucking Sherman with a Tier 1 tank. I'm happy with that. But you can't do it all the time. I'm not sure if we'll get swamped, but let's try. Let's try not to get stuck, shall we? Okay, we were the last time. I'll tell you this, the only problem with the T-34 is it's kind of slow and unmaneuverable compared to the lighter tanks. I get that's because it weighs quite a few tons, but still. Come on, just go up the goddamn mountain! It's not even a mountain, it's a goddamn hill! Go! You know, if you studied the correspondence course, you'd know how to... I swear, I like the Tier 1 tanks better. I worked so hard to get these two T-34s. And fans of this game, be sure to send me all the 64-page white paper telling me how to play the game, and I will promptly not read it. Well, I guess I should go over to where that guy's going. Just go. Now, one thing that people do complain about is the reserve tanks that you get, as in, like, what's one of the other Tier 1s that are supposed to be really, really crappy. I actually was able to get quite a few kills with them. The Russian tanks in this game, I imagine, are going to be better than just about any of the... Oh, great, now somebody's dropping already. Okay, there's an enemy tank right there, and we promptly missed. The Russian tanks are always the best just because, well, in real life, they are usually the best. I think we're still sticking out just a little bit. There's a T-60. When in doubt, take out the weakest one. I see you there, you bastard. There's another one over there. They're all over the place. Missed. I knew I was going to miss that. He's still in the water, so we're doing okay. Turret shot! Definitely need to improve the loader, the loader crewman on here, because he goes pretty goddamn slow. This guy's not... Well, I say he's not very good. I'm not very good either. Come on, come on. Oh, fuck it. Just stay here. Always try to attack a tank from the rear. I think I busted his engine. He's not on, he is on fire. We got him. Alright, so we got a kill. I'm already happy just to get the one kill. Alright, let's keep on moving. Let's keep on trucking. But I do warn all of you, don't get too excited about Doom 4 or Fallout 4. Wait for the game to get released. I understand the concept of hype. Back in the day it was fine. These days not so much. Big problem these days with hype is that's all they do is they hype up a game and then they make it as cheaply and inefficiently as possible. I can guarantee you Fallout 4 is going to be very primitive in comparison to Fallout 3 or even New Vegas. They're going to make it as generic as humanly possible because they're relying upon everybody to just drum up all the hype for it, and then they're not going to put in all the effort. Besides, is Bethesda actually going to be able to do better than Obsidian software? I think not. Although I could just be a hipster. I'm just going to assume I am a hipster and be done with it. Alright, there. Oh shit, there's a lot of guys up there, and he's undamaged. Okay, let's actually... there's a T-34, he's gonna... Come on, reload, you fucking idiot! I can take pretty much... Oh, I got him. Okay, now... That's a KV-1. That's two blah. Blah. Let's just back up. He's already dead. No, he's not. Yeah, you guys go up there, no, I'm good back here. I'm good back here. Alright, see, now with some friends, we might... They're coming straight after me, aren't they? Okay, I cannot hit that guy. Misfire. Brilliant. Alright, so we were able to damage him at least, so once if he kills us... Yep, there we go. Ammunition exploded. Did we get shot by anything or did we burn down? Nope, he shot us right as we drove by. Alright, I figured he'd do that. Once again, anytime you gotta fight a T-34, even if you're in a T-34, it's generally a losing proposition. And we're gonna lose this game too! Does everybody suck as much as I do? I would think so. But I'm actually getting kind of fed up with old Harold and his turtle doves. Harry Turtledove, I think he wrote one good book, and that was The Guns of the South. I think that was his one book, and then everything else just kind of sucked. You know? Because, like, I get that he likes money. Because money's good. Allows you to buy things. Allows you to have nice, expensive cars, and aeroplanes, and tickets to space, and things of that nature. But he draws out everything. And his big, not the big one, that's another guy. Speaking of which, there's a novel called The Big One. That's an alternate history book that's supposed to be really goddamn good, and you can't find it anywhere. It's written by a guy who has a really weird name called Stuart Slade. I don't think that's his real name, for one. I'll watch he'll kind of go, that is my real name. It's like Stuart Slade. Does he also go by the name Deathstroke the Terminator by any chance? But his alternate history book was supposed to be pretty good. Where Germany gets nuked during World War II. And I always find it funny that people complain about, well, not funny, I find it annoying, really. Annoying as shit. That people complain about, oh, how dare the U.S. nuke Japan? That's terrible. Yeah. Once you actually do any study on that, you'll recognize that it actually wasn't. I mean, and the Japanese aren't very good when it comes to World War II history. It basically is just like, oh, the Americans were evil and we had to defend ourselves. That's why we invaded China in 1938. Because, you know, America bad. It's such horrific historical revisionism that it's just sickening in some respects. Of course, then again, there's the whole Holocaust denial. You know, it's funny. I'm glad that old Eisenhower... Oh, Eisenhower was right. Eventually, people would eventually say that that wasn't the case. And that's another thing about the internet these days. That just doesn't make any sense. Why does everybody hate Jews now? What's with that? When did this come about? The internet. Even the... You know, it's funny. The internet. The one place where outcasts and misfits go, and even then I'm an outcast and a misfit. Although I'm not going to complain about that, because I like being both. Alright, so we did a little better in this one, but we lost. Still, though, I killed 4 ground units, so I don't feel too bad about that. We're going to just play a couple of games here. I'm just going to yammer at you, complain about the internet, even though I'm on it. Still, though, 9/9/2015. A bad day had by all. But at least we're blowing shit up with tanks. And that ain't bad. I think in World of Tanks, you actually start with like some World War I tanks and work your way up, whereas in this one you just start with early World War II ones. I'm not really sure what the difference between World of Tanks and this one is. Really, the only reason I chose this one was simply because of Cynical Biscuit, or Cynical Brit. And I was like, oh, it looks good. I guess that's why he's so popular. He can sell a game, that's for sure. Although he mainly chose, I think, Kraut tanks, which is not the best idea. Russians make the best tanks and the best small arms, just saying. Because that SKS is still a viable platform to this day. And yeah, people have all their fancy-ass AR-15s and SCARs, but goddamn is that SKS a beast. I mean, hell, even if like you lost all your fucking mags, you just pop in that 10-round non-detachable and you're good to go. See, that's the thing. I think everybody thinks like guns and you have to fight the power, whatever the power may or may not be, is like a fucking video game. In real life, if you had to be a fucking partisan, your AR-15 wouldn't do you very good. You can't mend that with a hammer, I don't think, unless you spend $3,000 on it. Because it's like, if you look at the gun prices, like, really look at it. You can get an SKS, it'd be like a Chinese SKS, but those are supposed to still be pretty good. But I went and got my SKS. I didn't buy it because I was like, oh yes, I chose the Yugoslavian SKS because it had all these great things about it. It was simply because that was the one they had, and it looked good. And it is good. But you go and get a Chinese SKS, you can get one for about $300 these days, I think. $300 or $400. A lot less than you could get an AR-15, but it was like, oh, you gotta spend a couple thousand. A couple thousand? Where am I gonna get a couple thousand? I can get an SKS and the loot just as good as any AR. And there's like the whole, but it won't be accurate to 500 yards. I can't even see 500 yards, motherfucker. Much less shoot that far. Really, I'm doing good to see 50 yards. My eyesight's so bad. Last time I went to the range, I tested out my SKS. Well, I say I tested it out. I added a sight to it. A red dot reflex sight. Oh yeah, you got to spend like $1,000. It's always $1,000 for these people. $1,000 on a what was that called? God damn it! Should have gone for. That was a T-34, wasn't it? Yep. Those things are deadly. Let's go to the T-50. Why not? I can at least drop down some already. And I'd be thinking, oh, you couldn't win a T-34, you're going to die even worse now. Probably. Let's get that good bullet in there. We're going to lose this one, too. Okay, let's drop some arty. This is actually a, drop it right on C. But yeah, it's like, aim points. You got to spend $300. I spent $15 on my red dot sight, and it works pretty damn well. I mean, I guess if I had to like jump in a ditch or something and landed on it, it might break. But so long as you don't do that, you're probably doing pretty good. But yeah, you know, I took that out to test it because I put a sight and a mount on it. Was able to do that for $40 actually. Wasn't bad, I thought. The only thing I don't like, enemy kill assist, not bad. The only thing I don't like about the mount that I bought was the fact that you have to, it makes disassembling the rifle that much more difficult, but, well, it's a small price to pay to actually be able to hit what I'm aiming at. But I took it out to the range, took it out to 50-yard range. Each range had a number assigned to it. Okay, we need to change it to that one. Well, I can't move, he took out the engine. This guy's not very smart. Come on, reload. Reload, you idiot. That guy's gonna kill me because that's a T-34. Yeah. Oh, at least I got a hit off. Oh, come on, it's green. It's green. Get him. Get him. Oh, is he gonna jump up here too? Haha! Got a fucking T-34 with a T-50. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you! Can't move! But I don't care! Still got that motherfucker! He thought he had my number. This is the second time this has happened. We got a minute. Maybe we'll be able to move again. Let's just pop in a plane. But yeah, can barely even see the number, because like there's a number on the range, on the lane, and a number down where your target is. Let's see if we can't shoot that guy down. I doubt we will be able to. Can we at least get a hit? I'll be happy with a hit. Oh, we got a hit. Got two. And I'm out of ammo. Yep, guns are jammed. Now I think they do reload after a while. Yeah. That guy's gonna crash, I think. And he did. Yeah, I got the kill for that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, machine guns are reloaded. Let's shoot at this guy, since we're right here. No, don't crash! Oh. Well, okay, we can start dropping Artie, which is good. I think they're at A. Let's drop Artie at B. And there's somebody right behind me. Yeah, let's drop it there. Now, according to the map... Oh, I could eclipse through the building. Yes! Haha! Alright, we get the engine? Yep, we got the engine. Okay, we'll probably get blown up almost immediately. I don't care. Are we going to win this game or are we going to lose? Okay, let's try to get over to B. Looks like there's somebody behind me. There is. What is he? I'm driving right into Artie. That's not a good idea. I think this guy has him. And we'll try to help him out. Because if he's behind us, he'll be able, that means he'll be able to kill us. That's a lot of explosions. That's a Panzer IV. And I think he just died. Okay, let's try to turn this awesome wagon around and see what we can do. Let's go try to capture C. Now the thing is though, I'm surprised we've actually been able to kill a T-34 with this Tier 1 tank. That is not bad. Pro MLG! I actually did look up the T-50 tank here, because I liked it, because I actually was able to kill a Sherman with this. Well, there we go. Was it T-34? Yep. I didn't even see him. Oh, pure shot. We didn't stand a chance. But they made a very few of those T-50 tanks. Very, very few. I think only like 49 even had guns installed. So my favorite tank was one of the more rare tanks. But yes, alternate history. It's a very interesting genre, really. There's actually a lot of timelines and shit like that on DeviantArt, believe it or not. Even maps. Some of the ones I read, the main guy I read on DeviantArt was a guy named Quantum Branching. He's done a lot of really cool timelines and everything. They're always very depressing, though. One thing I found, just about every timeline you read about is horribly depressing. Or like, the Nazis either survived, or every country basically went like the Nazis, except by different names. It's like, is there any positive future other than the one we technically have now? Yeah, the world isn't very good. Well, yeah. It's easy to say the world isn't good, but at the same time, if you look at history, it could be a lot worse. Like, holy shit, it could be worse. But then again, the people who are having to deal with huge numbers of difficulties, that probably doesn't help them much. It could be worse! Oh, thanks for that, mate. That makes me feel real good. Oh, can we get him? Shoot him! That's T-34 down there. We need to get some cover.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Okay, we'll try to capture Cap A here. Try being the operative word for capping A. Yeah, go do something, guys! And of course, here comes the arty. Now I'm gonna sit here because we almost capped it. Come on. Okay, so we capped A. That's good. Now, realistically, you should be using teamwork, but I doesn't really feel like talking to a bunch of random strangers. I hate doing that anyway, because... Oh, really? Come on. Well, actually, since we're trying to reload here, let's try to get a little... The loader's unconscious. That's great. He comes through there. We'll let him have it. And of course, Artie... Okay, is he still out there? Yeah, he is. Target on damage. Shit. This is stupid. This guy probably thinks I've lost my mind. Of course, then again, as I've always said, okay, you know what? Where's that? Vision slit, motherfucker! Got him. I'm being shot from every direction. I'm just gonna focus on the T-26 because I'm so dead right now. Yep, there we go. A T-34 1942. That guy's bad. It's badass, man. All right, so we did better. We may not lose this whole match. We may not. And I got a few kills, including a T-34 with a T-50. I feel pretty damn good right now. Feeling kind of penisy right now, as Family Guy would say. Oh, Family Guy. That show... You know, it seems like any comedy show eventually just kind of decays. You know, that's the thing about The Simpsons. I was a big fan of The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. And I went back and rewatched a lot of it. And after Season 8... And Season 8, yeah, I'm on the fence about. After Season 7, I think, was the last good Simpsons season. But after that, the show is unpleasant. Downright... No, I wouldn't even be like, that's downright unpleasant right there. No, it is unpleasant. It's unpleasant to watch. The characters aren't any good. The stories aren't any good. It's not funny. The Simpsons, for those who are some of you young whippersnappers, why are you snapping whips? Well, actually, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, snapping whips. Just you generally don't want to tell people about it. But anyway, The Simpsons could actually be pretty bloody heartwarming at times. I mean, The Simpsons used to actually have a message. Now, the idea of, oh, it's a comedy show, you don't have to have a message. Well, if your early seasons did, you kind of have sort of an expectation of quality. And I know some of you out there are probably like, oh, you shouldn't have an expectation of quality, everything sucks. Well, then why do people complain about Episode 1? You know, because with Star Wars, you expected it to be a certain quality. And then when you had fucking Jar Jar flapping around like a goddamn moron, everybody hated it, and rightly so. These days with The Simpsons, you know, you have no good characters, no good stories, and it's generally just mean-spirited humor. Now, we had an expectation of quality because for 7 seasons we got that quality. Now we don't. And like Family Guy. Family Guy is an interesting thing. Honestly, Family Guy didn't really hit its stride until season 3, I think. It was very stolid early on, very kind of flat. And the post-reboot seasons were actually decent enough, although Family Guy these days is just unpleasant for the sake of unpleasant. Basically, I think what ended up happening is everybody, including Family Guy, wanted to ape the massive success of South Park. Because South Park, nothing like that had ever really been done before. Nothing like that had ever really been seen before. And, well, they kind of wanted to do that. And The Simpsons couldn't do it because The Simpsons didn't have a reputation for doing that. And Family Guy just, their writing abilities aren't good enough to do that. South Park itself, I do find rather unpleasant, but even I find it funny sometimes. Although I have no idea how it is now. I stopped watching it a long time ago. There's a T-50. I like that. Just boom, dead. Don't worry, that's not a Sherman. I don't know what that is. Can't tell what that is. I forget. Just boom, dead. Hey, truck. Boom. Ah, fuck, I missed. I think I recognize that name. There's 2 Gazes there. Did somebody get knocked out? Okay, let's start backing up. The loader is really unconscious. The gunner is unconscious. Oh, that's a T-34. No wonder I'm taking shitloads of damage. And, yeah, I'm dead. Because he can hit me, but I can't hit him. Come on. Just keep backing up. Is the engine destroyed? No, it's not. Okay, good. Just keep backing up. And I missed. And the loader's going to move about. And the engine's damaged again. Come on, let's get us one. Let's get one shot off. One shot off, please, dead. I gotta get good with that T-34 eventually. But you know, South Park is an interesting example of a show that it goes out of its way to be extremely unpleasant, and yet is still quite watchable, actually. Whereas Family Guy really isn't. Although I think one of the biggest problems with South Park is it does go for a lot of gross-out humor, which I've never really liked. The thing is, I like humor that has a little bit more intelligence to it. Whereas you can like show something gross and use it for comedic effect, and I guess that's funny. But anybody can do that. But one of the games I do need to play is that South Park Stick of Truth, because it actually did look pretty good, as much as I hate to admit that it does look pretty good. And besides, it's done by Obsidian, so there's that. I'll tell you this, though. One of my favorite episodes of South Park of all time is still Make Love Not Warcraft. That is a fucking hilarious episode. But I guess it's undamaged. And that's a T-34. Do you think we can do it again? Holy shit, I just took a shitload of damage and I'm on fire. And that's a T-34. I'm so dead. I am so dead. I am so dead. Come on. Just let me... Dead. That's not the tank's fault. That's my fault. I panicked and I paid the price for it. At least we got a kill. My God, with my you know, as much as I love the first-person shooter genre, first-person shooter multiplayer, I suck at. That's why back the good days, back the old golden age of General Lotz, I mainly like to play co-op. Although I'll tell you this, talking about co-op, one of the game series I'm also going to be doing a major, maybe even a theme month. I'd like to do it a retrospective, but it'll still be a theme month. I suppose is Borderlands. Borderlands is a good example of a co-op game where you have to have good co-op partners. I'm not really sure when I'm going to review... Brilliant. Let me guess, that was... let's just see it. Oh, he knows what he's doing. He went straight for the vision slit and that killed everybody. But, the big problem with Borderlands, I think some people did have issues with it, including myself. But the big problem with Borderlands, it's a great co-op shooter if you actually have good co-op partners. We got a kill. That ain't bad. At least for me, it isn't. You're like, oh, this should have like 1 billion kills. I'm glad to get one. Okay, what do we got? Artillery support, finally. Alright, let's get that. Fire prevention equipment. That's not a bad idea to have, but at the same time, I'm usually dead before. Engine. Let's be sure it's that engine. Maybe we can go more than a mile an hour. But with Borderlands, you have to have good co-op partners. I didn't, actually, when I first played Borderlands. I was playing it with a friend I had at the time, who I used to do a great number of videos with, who isn't Mizio. And he and I could play a variety of games co-op, but he did not get the idea that Borderlands was a co-op game. He was playing it like a single-player game, always rushing in and grabbing all the weapons, getting all the loot, and then being an asshole about it. And when you got that, then of course you can get pissed off. Diablo 3 did a great job with making it more co-op focused. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in a video or I told somebody. That's the one problem with being a internet personality, even as limited as I am. Half the time you forget, did I say that just, oh shit, why is that not... Oh, you just can't use that, I see. Well, I wasn't using it anyway. But it's a big problem with being an internet personality. You're not sure if you told somebody something, or you recorded it, or maybe you recorded it before. I actually had the idea, maybe I should go back to all my videos and see if I haven't already mentioned something multiple times. Just go. Go, random. Okay, go people, just go. In real life I do this. When everybody rushes to somewhere, are you really just going to sit there, idiot? Just go. Really? This is funny in and of itself. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Just get out of my... Just go. Just go. Everyone just go. I'll do this in real life. Everybody wants to rush to somewhere, I'll fucking back off and let them all just run into each other. And then after they've settled down, then I'll go. Because that was just hilarious. That does happen at times in this game. People just crash into each other. One thing that Cynical Brit actually did mention that I never thought of is that apparently... Move, dude. Who are you talking to? Who knows? I'll just assume they're not talking to me. Shit. Get me units. That's not a bad hit. Let's try to get it. The fucking loader on this thing is so... Well... Got him. That was awesome. I'm the greatest air-land battle player ever. Wait, what is this game again? World of Tanks. Greatest World of Tanks player ever. I just know all the fanatical people who love this game are like, General Lotz, you bastard! I'd be like, what? This is air-land battle, tank world. Although I actually did see a video of somebody using the Oculus Rift. Oh, that was brilliant! Blew its fucking turret off. Take that, motherfucker. This is actually quite therapeutic, recording this particular video and playing old World of Tanks. I mean, Airland Sea Super shooty. Shit. Go. This is a bad idea. Cunt. Oh, shit. Well, he can't seem to move. He's not moving for some reason. Let's do this. This is so stupid. Well, you know what? I don't care. That'll work. Well, we can move. Our engine is only a little bit on fire. Shit. That's a Stug out there. In real life, those things are tough. Well, there we go. Balloon up. Who killed me? And it was him. And it... Where'd he hit? Right there. I guess that is a weak point. Weak point. But what always... You know, See, this I find fun, but I could never really get into games like League of Legends. League of Legends was another game I really didn't like. Mainly because I was bad at it. I think with a little practice I probably could have. Artillery! So good. Just drop everything on their fucking heads. Alright, so that should... We didn't capture that command post as soon as I started dropping it. Good. We didn't, but they did. And that guy got wiped out, didn't he? But League of Legends, once again, that self-same friend that I had prior to Mizio, was definitely what you would call a League of Legends fan as well, but always used all the lingo, like Teemo. What the fuck's a Teemo? Or what the fuck is a scrub or a nub? Like, I know what a fucking noob is. I don't know the lingo, and I'm glad I don't. I don't fucking use the lingo. There's lingo for everything. I use general Lotz language. Lotz language. There we are. Takes a lot of time to learn. There's at least whole glossaries of terms you have to learn. Like, I don't like, you know, the in general Lotz language doesn't even mean the. It means the. It's very complicated. It's almost as bad as Hungarian. And I say that like I know what that means. Like I know, like that actually. I say that like that actually means something to me. Move, dude, help. How about I don't help you, and how about I don't move? Okay, where's A? Why is nobody trying to cap A? Why am I driving the opposite direction of A? The nubs. Or scrubs. Oh yeah, scrub, there it is. Scrub, that's what... I fucking hated that. What the fuck's a scrub? I was talking about that TV show from who knows how long ago. Alright, we're gonna cap A. I think this will be our last battle here. Unless I lose really badly. Which we already got a kill, I think. Drop some arty on their heads.
Roger that. Artillery, fire!
Fire! Shoot! There's nobody over there, it seems. There's something over there, apparently, because it is undamaged. Yeah. Fire! And it bounced off. It didn't give in, it just impacted on the surface. Okay. Fucking gunner. Come on, fire! Now it took out his engine. I swear, the T-34 just doesn't seem as good as it should be. And the reason I don't use machine guns, I literally don't know how to, and I'm not going to bother looking it up. Am I really going to be killed by this guy? Yeah, it seems so. Can we at least get a shot off? Save me, Shermie! Hey, I got him! Well, we certainly took a shitload of damage. Or should we already anything? Yeah, fuck it. We won't. And a plane crashed. Okay, let's try to... Wow, that's some great texture work. That's brilliant. Okay, let's try to repair some of this stuff here.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Okay, I'm gonna assume there's some enemies over there. I gotta call down some arty on our heads because they're mean like that. Okay, is there any enemy units anywhere? I'm just gonna... I figured I'd just camp this. I guess that's why the arty's in this game, because you don't want people just camping. Yeah, we're not doing too bad in this, says I as I drive out here try to shoot that tank out there. I can't see what that is. I never finished my StarCraft 2 thought of how apparently professional StarCraft players, it's amazing that such a thing actually exists, play it on all low to avoid latency issues. It's amazing. I suck at StarCraft 2. Even though I like StarCraft 2, I rather enjoyed it, to be perfectly honest.
The artillery is ready.
I drove right into an artillery barrage, too. I'll just stick with Ninja Knight over there and his Shermie. Fire off. Shut over there.
Roger that. Artillery, fire.
But I never was too good at StarCraft 2. I died a lot in that game.
The artillery is on the position.
Well, you know, it actually reminds me, I wonder if that guy's still doing any videos. I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched Day 9. He was a major StarCraft 2 guy. I actually learned a few things from that guy, believe it or not. It actually helped a bit. Used to watch his, what was that called? Fun Day Monday or something like that? Okay, let's try not to do anything that'll get us killed. And I'm still reloading because this loader is literally fuck. Get killed by a fucking Stewart. And chunk, dead. That loader, man, I hate that guy. He is fired out of a cannon into the sun if I could do so. And we lost the position. Let's see. Let's drop some arty on their heads. When in doubt, just artillery barrage the shit out of everything. Alright. Let's try not to drive into the cliff. Because you can actually... Wow, that's a great glitch there. But it's amazing how many YouTube personalities have come and gone over the past couple of years. Lol. Yes, troll-a-lol, troll-a-lol. Hey, that's actually fitting in this tank. Because I do believe that the troll song was Russian. Alright, well let's troll song all the way over to A and see if we can't get it. Oh, who's a goner? Me? Probably. Alright, let us blow something up, shall we? Let's just drop it over there. Wow, what an idiot. Just like these light, I like the light, even though driving around in a light tank is not really the safest concept. As lost all its vehicles, we win! Ha Brilliant! Default, default, default! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have won the match! I think it's the only match we've won. I think this is literally the only match I have won all day. And it was literally by the fact that they lost all their vehicles. That's fucking brilliant. Alright, so this has actually been... I got... 5th place isn't bad. I'm not going to complain about that, because I was kind of sucking today. And you can get battle trophies and all sorts of things like that. Ooh. 20,000 silver lions. I'm not going to turn that down. Alright, so, and as you get more research points and play more maps and things of that nature, you can, of course, upgrade your vehicle. And we'll get the turret drive. Maybe that'll make us suck a little less. So, yeah, today, actually, wait, before I forget, start researching the better ammo there. So, today, ooh, we're almost ready to unlock that. Not bad. So, today... may be a terrible day on this 9/9/2015, but hey, at the very least, making this video made me feel a little bit better, and I hope I was able to entertain you all with my tank escapades. And so, this is General Lotz, wishing you good T-34, and especially good T-50, or whatever makes you happy.